Good morning, everyone. Now it's day 16, and I'm actually back on schedule. I'd been opening up kind of the night before just to allow myself time to get it made, but I didn't do that last night because we had family in and we were visiting and playing games and having snacks. And so I got up this morning early, and I'm just going to get this opened up and we'll see what we got in here. So this is a tiny little box from, I thought perhaps it was sequins, but it is not. It is a little die set that says, "You made my day." And I'm going to dig it out of there, and we'll get it opened up and take a look. I'm just going to hold it up. You can't see it very well, but anyway. So we've got 4 little dies here, and I'm just going to bring in the scrap of paper. It has some foiling on the back side of it. And try to get this thing open. The smaller they are, kind of the harder they are to get open. So I just shook it down. I'm going to grab my scissors and just cut into it. And we'll get it opened up here. So it's just a little tiny die set where you've got 4 pieces. And I'm just laying it out here on the white, but it says, "You made my day." And so I'm just going to go get my die cutting machine, and we'll get to making a card on this. So I got my little Scout. I'm going to use it, and this is going to be a scrap buster card. I grabbed my little sleeve of scraps, and I'm going to use all scraps on this, and I love it. These little dies with this Advent calendar is a great way to use up your scraps, and I've been trying to do that, so it's been nice. This is just Onyx Central cardstock from Spellbinders. So it's good, strong cardstock. And I'm just going to get my words die cut out of this, and then we're going to bring in some other scraps and just make a cute little "You Made My Day" card. So I guess I should say I appreciate everybody watching my channel and coming back every day for my daily videos, and just enjoying the growth that I'm seeing in my channel. So I appreciate each and every one of you, your commenting, your likes, and if you haven't subscribed, I ask you to hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So I've got all my little die cut pieces out there, and they've got some centers in there that are going to need to be popped out. And I'm going to bring in a top folding card base and get it scored up. I'm looking for my bone folder. It's on my desk. There we go. And we'll just score the top of it. I am still looking for my score buddy. It has come up missing, and so I'm using my Cricut trimmer and scorer now until I can find it. I'm going to bring in the first embossing folder that we got in the kit, and it's just this geometric or whatever pattern. I'm going to emboss this other little scrap panel. We're going to use 2 scraps for my decorative elements on my card base. And the embossing folder we got on the day before actually had X's and O's on there, so I didn't want to use it because it was more of a, I don't know, kind of made me think of Valentine's, but I suppose you could definitely use an X and O embossing folder on something that says "You Made My Day," because it'd be like "You Made My Day, hugs and kisses," or whatever. But I'm going to use this one, and these are just little 2-inch panels here, so that I'll have a little trim around my 2 panels. And I'm looking at it. I think I'm going to have to trim it down a little bit. I'm also going to use this scrap here for this little nested tag die that I've got. And it's just barely big enough. So I'm going to grab some washi tape and tape it down so it doesn't move, because it is just barely big enough for this die. So we'll get it taped down on there. And I'm just trying to make sure I got it covered. So you can see I can just get inside the cutting area, and then the actual die will hang off the paper a little bit, but it'll die cut out just fine. And we'll just get it ran through there. And there we go. We've got a nice little tag. And I thought that'd be a good landing zone for our "You Made My Day." And So we're going to lay it down on that. I decided to bring in some black cardstock, and this is the same as our You Made My Day that I die cut out, the onyx. And I'm just going to get it laid down on there. And then I felt like I needed it because the white panel laying on white just wasn't very defined. So I thought if I laid this black panel down, it would really define our white panel. So we're just going to get it laid down on there. I like a good red, white, and black combo for a card. You've seen me do that with this kit already, with our little Bonjour card. And this has got a blue snowflake pattern on the back of it. And we're just going to get this laid down with a nice little edge around there. Cleaning up any glue messes. And I got up early because I'm going to go live with Lala. And I actually woke up way too early. And then she actually needed to adjust the time frame that we're going to go live. So I am early. We pushed it back an hour. But I'm okay with that because it'll give me more time to get organized and prepared. So I'm just going to lay this embossed panel down and kind of make a margin on it, just like I did the red and white polka dot. So on Lala's channel, we're going to be making mini Christmas cards, or mini holiday cards, I guess is what it said. So I'm going to have to figure out what size minis I'm going to make. You could make them for like tags and stuff like that. I've already got all my Christmas tags made, so I don't know. I might be making some for next year. Or, we'll see. Anyway, so I've got my little sentiments here, and I'm just going to pop out the little pieces and just make sure it's going to fit on my tag. I did kind of eyeball it before I die cut it out to make sure it would fit, and it will fit. And I'll actually wind up angling it on this tag rather than putting it straight up and down. But I'm just getting all those little bits out of there. And I think it's going to fit perfectly on this little tag. So I'm just going to bring in that piece of scrap there, and I'm going to make a puddle of glue. And we'll just run those little dies, cut pieces through that, and it will help not to get too much glue, but to get good coverage. So I'll just stick it in the puddle, and then I'm going to dab it off a little bit. Just trying to make sure I got a little bit of glue on all the letters. And we'll just get all these laid down on here. So we're 16 days in. So what have we got 8 more days left, 8 more little gifts. So it'll be fun to see what the rest holds and see what we can make. Now, I did my live last night, so if you didn't get a chance to check that out, you might check it out. We made some winter holiday cards, Christmas cards on there, and I did some stenciling with some lunar paste, and I thought they really turned out beautiful. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, you might check that video out. My sister needed some additional Christmas cards, and so I told her I had some, but I didn't have quite enough, so I thought I'd make some more, so I did that last night on that live. We actually made 3 very similar cards. So we've got You Made My Day on there. And I'm going to bring in some Baker's Twin. I've got some black and white, and I thought that would look nice on here. And then I've got this scrap here that I die cut out, You Made My Day. And I thought it'd be fun to layer this with that and use that scrap. But I'm going to get my nesting die, and it's actually too big to die cut that out. And I want to use that scrap. So I'm just eyeballing it to see if I can make it work. And I've decided it's not big enough. So I'm just going to glue this on there, and I'm just going to fussy cut. It's easy enough to fussy cut around. And I just thought it would be nice to layer this up on there. So I'll just get it glued down on there, and then we'll just cut it how we need it. Just try and get it lined up how I want it. And I had to be mindful of, the cuts behind it, so I had to push it to one side a little bit. And this is actually in real time, this video, so I made this in about, I guess, just under 13 minutes. So we'll just fussy cut around here. And then I'm going to need to bring in my crocodile and poke a hole in that black so I can run my twine through there. And then I've got a little bit too much along the bottom, and then I trimmed the side a little bit more narrow, so I'm just going to trim this to match. Get everything out of the way. I'm going to grab my crocodile, and this is the big one. It's not the handheld one that's smaller like you can get. This one is a big, it's got a stand on it and everything. Anyway, so I've got that hole punched, and we're just going to run our twine through there. And I was going to double up, pull through, then I thought, I'll just run the single string through and just tie it off at the top, put a couple knots in there. And I think it's going to look cute. So I'm going to glue this up really well. I don't want this to be like a loose tag hanging on there because I don't want them to see the back of it where I've die cut out the words. So we'll just get it glued down real nice and get it placed on there. And now this is going to be a really nice thank you card that I'll have in my stash for when I need it. And I've got some black embellishments that I'm going to bring in, and we'll just put some of these down on the card just to add some extra interest. I'll just grab some of the medium-sized and the smaller ones and lay down on there. So this afternoon, when we get done, after I get done with my live with Lala, my husband and I are going to go do some shopping and just finish up our Christmas. We need to get a couple more gift cards, and then we need to get all of the stocking stuffers for everyone. So we're going to be looking for all the little things to put in the stockings, and that'll be fun. I've also got to, I bought new stockings when I changed my tree last year, and I need to label all of them. So this will finish off our card, and I think it turned out nice. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.